Hello and welcome to today's video as we go over the series that took place in the LPL playoffs between Waybo and Top Esports, as well as an update to my minor region power rankings because they're all done for winter. America's Cup I'll probably throw in here. I don't know how I'm going to... I guess it'd just be more tier 2 games. So, first we have Waybo Top Esports though. Waybo win 3-2 in what was a very close series. Not only in game score, but also in macro. Elk was a big difference maker in this in the team fights, in my opinion, in Game 5 on the Jinx. Big difference maker. JJ had a solo kill, 19, 11, and 60, 82 kill participation. A very strong resurgence out of him over the last few weeks. As Waybo go on a serious run, this team is no joke with some quality players in... honestly, Era is doing very well filling out this roster, so I would say all 5 roles. Elk had 3 solo or 2v2 kills, 31% of the team's damage. For Top Esports, 369, I don't know why I wrote him down here. He had a solo kill. And I put him 14, 12, and 27. So maybe... Nah, you didn't have one. So 369 had a solo, 14, 12, 27, best KDA. Cream, 31% of the team's damage. Feng Yu, 1, 2v2 or solo kill, 79% of the team's damage. Jackie had 3. So the bot lane duo is very active in this one. Seeing 4 2v2 or solo kills out of Top Esports and 3 out of Waybo. The bot lane really determining who won this series. And like I said, Game 5 was a big difference maker in the case of Elk. Drakes were 11-11. Barons 4-3 for Top Esports, but they had a Baron that was negative 700 gold. You do not like that. There's one thing to have a bad Baron. There's another thing to have a negative Baron. So, due to that, they averaged only 2,848 gold a Baron power play. Waybo, 3,831. And really using those power plays was a big difference maker in the first 4 games. But Game 5 was a bit lopsided. Waybo just kind of ran them right over. Even, honestly, Waybo stole, I think Game 2 they stole. I want to say, or their second win, they kind of stole it away from Top Esports. If we had a gold control chart, we probably could argue Top Esports were very competitive in this 3-2 win for Waybo. Minor region power ranking. So this is LCP, LEC, LCS, CBLOL. Based on 2025 international results, LEC is ranked first in the algorithm, followed by LCP slightly behind them, LCS slightly behind LCP, and then CBLOL 4 times farther behind LCS, and LCS is behind LCP based on international results in 2025. The stats, we use that to determine that's the last touch to the algorithm. First, tier. The tier ranking is based on level of play. So teams that did not play in the playoffs get the worst tier ranking. That's why they're towards the bottom. And more playoffs, international, the teams that are going to first stand got an even bigger boost already, despite not playing any games, just kind of getting that out of the way now. And then in between, you have the teams that made playoffs and etc. We have win rate, outright. Kill death ratio. Gold spent percentage. I love that stat. I think that's more indicative of what a team's strength is, especially in game, than just the simple gold charts. We see gold charts being used to determine who's ahead, and like I said, I use gold control. I wish I had gold spent every minute instead. It would be very useful in determining who is actually ahead, because you can have as much gold as you want in your pocket, but if you're not using it without itemization, it doesn't make a fucking difference at that moment in time. So that's the thing. Early game rating and mid game rating. Those things are special Oracle's Elixir stats. I like them. Oracle's Elixir does a pretty good job. In-depth statistics. We have Drake percentage taken, Baron percentage taken. Pretty standard objective stats. And then we have lane CS percentage, jungle CS percentage. That is, assuming 50-50, how do the laners do relative to their opponents? Do they get the majority of the CS? Do they not? Usually it's between 53, 54, all the way down to about 44% for the worst teams. So first we have Team Secret Whales, G2, Cloud9. wait a minute, Cloud9, how'd they get up there? They didn't win LCS. Well, a couple things. Team Secret Whales obviously did very well throughout the entirety. They were second a couple weeks ago when I updated these, and now they're first. G2 went on a serious run in the best of series and dominated. And even in the last one, despite it going 5 games, they had gotten enough solid stats to get to second. Now, Cloud9 dropped from first to third. Lion moved up from 24th to 4th. So that should show you something here. Why Lion is 4th and not 3rd. Despite me actually giving them a boost for winning. It is because they sucked. They sucked. They were not very good. And this is the entirety. This is not opinion-based power rankings. This is stats-based. And the two areas where Lions struggle are Drake percentage taken and Baron taken percentage. They are 16th and 17th out of these 34 teams in those categories. And when you're up towards the top, it's going to hurt you. And it did. And that's why they're 4th. So they need to work on their objective control. And I'm pretty sure even against Cloud9, they might not have taken the majority of the Drakes. So that is a thing. KC are 5th, Navi 6th, Deep Cross Gaming 7th, Koi 8th, Vitality 9th. So you see there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 LEC teams in the top 9 feeling good about the algorithm right now. LEC at the top, pretty competitive. Then we have GAM, Team Liquid, CFO. A lot of LCP representation. First, CBLOL team are Loud in 13th. They moved up 16 spots. They sucked. And once Mago left, they got much better. Mago really was struggling in the mid lane. That's not to say he sucks. It's just he was struggling. He was losing lane by a shit ton of gold. And Envy came in, and he's not losing by a shit ton of gold. And that helps everybody. Xeno's playing excellent League of Legends in the top lane. That League of Legends that we saw when he was on Vivo's Academy team. And, he's crushing it. He really is. So, Loud move up to 13th. But they have games where they struggled. So that's why they are where they are. Furia are actually 2nd in CBLOL in 14th, dropping 6 spots, which is reminiscent of last year. Furia and Winter, very good statistically as far as LTA South was concerned, but didn't get to first stand. Similar deal this year. And it wouldn't surprise me at all. They're very competitive for spring. Disguise, Ground Zero, doing quite well, moved up 8 spots. Sentinels dropped quite a bit. Los Grandes continue to drop after being first in my first power rankings. Red Canids, 22nd, dropping 18 spots. And you might say, but they made it all the way to finals. How do I word this? Bumbling and fumbling their way to the finals. It's win rates on here, but the manner in which you win is built up by all these other stats. If you play clean League of Legends, you're going to rank towards the top. If you play dirty, chaotic League of Legends, you're not going to rank towards the top. And if you only care about wins and losses, don't look at the power rankings, just look at the standings, as far as I'm concerned. So Red Canids, there is there's some roster rumblings, right? Rebello and et cetera. Rebello did not do well against Loud. There is that to consider. FlyQuest, the young team experiment, let it keep running. Let it run its course. 23rd, that's fine. Let it run its course. SoftBank Hawks did much better than expected. They're 24th. I'm surprised they finished where they did in the LCP. Vivo Keat Stars move up 7 spots to 25th, but rumors are they are going to make roster changes due to off-the-rift issues and players not respecting their careers. They say, fuck it, I don't want a career. So that's what I say code for you don't fucking show up to work on time and do your job. So you must not want a career. You must want to go beg on the street, as far as I'm concerned. So that's kind of how I just, it's very blunt and honest about it. So replacing that player is going to be a thing. I don't think the replacement is the angle. They probably really wish they never let Xeno go to Loud. Instant regret. 2 months later. Shifters dropped a few spots. MVK dropped a few spots. Leviton moves up. Keep in mind, you see KCB and Los Ratones aren't on here. That helped these teams towards the bottom move around because those two teams are no longer relevant. So, yeah. I mean, some big movers. G2, Lion, Loud, Ground Zero, SoftBank Hawks. Teams that really struggled. Red, mainly. Red were the one team that really dropped. It makes me think that this is all fucked up, but everyone else, there weren't giant teams moving down except Red. Red just fell like a stone. So, that's it for the video. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, like it. Subscribe to the channel for daily League of Legends content. Follow me on Twitter, join the Discord, become a YouTube supporter, and hope to see you again tomorrow.